This video is a recap of the Little Dry Creek project where I will explain what was done and why. The project had two goals. The first was to remove the large boulders in the creek so the slope of the banks moved from a 90-degree angle to more of a 45-degree angle, shown here in this picture. The second goal was to enhance the look and playability of some of the holes as the creek returned back to more of its historical routing. This drone video will fly upstream to match the narrative as if you were playing the holes. Starting from the 14th fairway, where you will be hitting your approach shot, you will notice that the creek now comes more in front of the green, which is closer to Flynn's original design, shown here from his 1922 drawing. Regardless if you are hitting an approach shot from 200 or 100 yards out, this change has a great visual feel to it. The creek is now closer to the 7th green, again keeping in the same theme of the creek's original routing, shown here in the Flynn drawing. The intent is if your approach shot hits the green and rolls off to the right, your ball should get held up before reaching the creek. A ball landing on the fly to the right of the green will likely get wet. The green has also been extended on the back to allow for more pin placements, which in turn helps keep the rest of the green healthier with less activity in a concentrated area. Now on to the 15th hole. The lower left tee box area has been expanded with two tee boxes next to one another. The reason for the side-by-side tees versus one large one is simply to help manage the wear and tear of everyday use. The ability to cycle the tee markers gives the best chance to present everyone with a clean look, as this area will see increased play. Two bunkers on the left side of the green have been removed, and now there is one new bunker consistent with how William Flynn might have designed it. Considerable thought was put into its shape and appearance, so it made sense from both the lower left tee as well as the set of tee boxes in the upper right. This bunker also honors the sandpit design originally found in front of the green, and note this in this Flynn drawing. The left side of the green has also been expanded. There was no guesswork regarding this change to the green. When the grass was peeled back to remove the two bunkers and for shaping, the original subgrade material that is under all of our greens revealed itself. This was an easy roadmap to follow to return the left side of the green back to original. Standing on this now slightly raised 16th tee, you will notice a new cart bridge leaving the 15th green. This used to be a pinch point where the water would back up and again create part of the problem that we had with our creek. Now the water can flow freely past. Additionally, from this tee, you will now see sections of the creek which are closer to the fairway, making this tee shot more demanding than it has been in the past. Note Flynn's drawing of the 16th hole and where the creek is in the drawing. The second cart bridge at the end of the first fairway has been relocated to minimize your ability to see it from the tee and also improve the flow of cart traffic. Standing in the fairway for your approach shot has visually changed quite a bit solely just from removing the boulders and creating a softer slope up from the waterline. The larger left bunker now appears more defined and prominent, although nothing was done to it. The section off the 17th tee simply had the boulders removed and now has a softer slope to the waterline to match the look and feel of the rest of the creek. The same story with in front of the 13th green, so the whole thing matches. One common theme to the creek work is that the 2 or 3 feet from the waterline upward will now be fescue. When it starts to grow out, you will see the difference. Fescue has a root structure that goes deeper than most grasses. The functional aspect of this decision is that fescue is the best choice to deal with the normal range of water rising and receding. The vast majority of stress to the grass on the banks will happen in this range, hence the decision to use this hardier grass. While all this work was going on, the 8th green complex has also been improved. The back of the green has been raised so you can see the definition of the back of the green from the tee. This change also produced more of a drop off to the back of the green, which matches the style of some of our other greens like the 2nd and the 4th greens. The area that is short left of the green has been raised about a foot to help promote a right bounce towards the green. The green has also been enlarged to make it all look and fit together correctly. The teeing area around 5 and 9 has also been reworked. One part of the new tee box has an L, which now gives this area some personality. The tee boxes for 5 will primarily be on the left side, as you can see Long's Peak in the background, which was likely the original intent in 1922. This rework eliminates almost all of the crossover conflict. The only time there will be a conflict is if someone is playing from the red tees on number 9. This really was a 9-month project that was completed in 5. We had lots of heavy equipment on the ground and some damage was expected. There was no getting around that, but the grass will heal as the growing season begins. The golden triangle area between 2, 3, and 4 is a mess right now, but this will be an area where we will grow low water required fescue for future use. The big mound of dirt between 5 and 8 will also be regressed so it looks natural. Note that the riffle structures and pooling areas are now present in several areas along the creek. The intent of the riffles is to create an acoustic element, while the pooling areas are designed to slow the water during a high water event. These two design features are usually next to one another. Many talented people put a lot of time and effort into this project. I'm oversimplifying here, but Eric Iverson from Renaissance Golf managed the final look and playability of the project, and our club was lucky to have him involved. This work was physically demanding, mostly in the cold and the wind, oftentimes in the rain, and sometimes standing in the creek. Envision laying semis of sod in a rainy 45-degree day for 8 hours in April to make sure the project was completed on time. That was the reality of this project to make sure it got done on time. Every employee at Cherry Hills works hard, but I want to specifically recognize and thank Josh Hester and his entire crew as it relates to this creek project. When you are playing golf this summer and a grounds crew individual passes by, consider a heartfelt thank you to them. Their efforts are why this creek project was completed on time and also why our course is always presented to the membership at such a high level of quality and conditioning. Thanks to the membership for their patience during the project. We really hope you feel great about all these changes that have been made. Thanks again and enjoy.